Morning everyone. I haven't been feeling so good today. I had a really bad night last night, like a migraine headache, and I went into work today and I don't know, just couldn't do it. My head has been absolutely pounding. I don't know whether it was yesterday because I hardly had anything to drink at all yesterday. Cups of tea, coffee, none really. So last night it was pounding. It's still bloody sore now, but I've got to try and find my way through it, I think. Right, what I wanted to do today, because I'm not going out metal detecting and I obviously ain't got to work because my head is pounding. Last week it was my back with flaming sunburn, now it's my head. Right, so what I wanted to do today was just go through some of the finds, or all the finds that I've managed to make with the E-Track in the 5 weeks that I've had it. I think it's 5 weeks now. But the amount of hammered I've had with it is I've been looking at them, it's phenomenal. Some of the really nice stuff that I've had with that, and I'll go through some finds as well that I've made in previous years, but not necessarily in this area, if you understand. Like I used to go on rallies away. I went over to Bridleyton, is it Flamborough, Bridleyton? There was a big one there once. I went for a week. That was brilliant. I've been down south to one or two, and when else have I been? Can't remember. I've been on a few rallies anyway in my past, but that was quite a long time ago that. But anyway, we'll start off by looking at these. I think I'll show you these. Now this lot is what I've had since I bought the E-Track. Right, this is what I've had. Right, I've had your normal sixpences of all descriptions. I've had, what are they? Right, they're sixpences, right. They're the nice ones, the silvery ones. A shilling, Victoria, and a florin. You know what I mean? One or two. I've tried to clean these up a little bit. I know I shouldn't. People are going to whinge. Oh, Dave, you're going to devalue them. I'm not bothered. But these, I quite like these. You know, even these coins, a little bit of work went into these, even though they're rare. See, I like that sort of thing. See that? That's brilliant to me. Absolutely brilliant. And I love the Victorian ones as well. Victorian sixpences. I did have a threepenny bit somewhere. In fact, I forgot about 3 or 4, but I don't know where they are. Here's a bullhead one. A bullhead sixpence. That's getting a bit older, isn't it? What's the date? Anyone see what the date is on that? Where is the date? There it is. I don't know. I never really bother, do I? I just get them. A few more sixpence shillings. Another nice Victorian sixpence. I think that's a sixpence. Yeah. So there you go. That's them goodies, right? I got that hand. The hand with the scroll that we still don't know what that is. I got this nice little sheet of silver. This come from a field that my mate with his gold max just couldn't handle. It was absolutely covered in that green waste. It was all over. But the E-Track managed to get me quite a few things. I'll tell you what else I got. I got that as well out of that field. You see that? It's a little, it looks like a lion. Is it a lion? You know better than me. But I quite like that. And that came, look how small it is. And that came in amongst all that green waste. It might even have been part of the green waste, for all I know. But I think that was a nice little find, that. And it's complete. It's even got the little doodah putting round it on your bracelet or your neck or whatever. Which is good. This must be one of my best finds yet. This is a medieval padlock key. I know it's bent and twisted and it's probably broke down there as well by the look of it. But there's been about 3 or 4 found of these, and one of these, which is straight, it's straight and it's got the that little loop bit is complete, was in the Searcher magazine last month, I think it was, or is it this month? Last month's Searcher magazine, and it's been nominated as a National Find of the Year. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them that you vote for. So I have one. I now have one, and I found this where I've been finding them hammered. Somebody told me in the Bennett's book there's one that's similar to this that's a Viking. So I don't know if that's Viking, that's even better, but I'm going for medieval, but medieval is that era anyway, so I'm not bothered. Well, I am bothered, but I'm not. I thought this was nice. It's only a button. When it come up I thought it was a hammered, because I only seen that bit there, and I thought, Jesus, that's a big bloody hammered, that. Well, that came out of the field that me and Jed were in the other day, which was nice. And this was that mystery item from the last video. It's a little Chinese gentleman, he's upside down there. A little Chinese gentleman from Australia. Let's get him in focus. There we see him. See his little face. And he's carrying, is it a lantern? I think it's a lantern. I said it was a can of water or something like that at first, but yeah, nice little find that. And I think it's pewter. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like pewter. I'll go with pewter. I won't say it's silver, but it's, yeah, pewter. But what about that then? I'd love to know how old that is. I've never seen one of them before. But that was found on a banking. Love token. I found that in one of in the very, very bottom field. That would come up where the old fair used to be. I don't know who that is. Pretty good, this camera, because you can actually use it. It's like a bit like a magnifying glass, isn't it? Now I'm seeing things there on it that I hadn't seen before by eye. Yeah, right. So that was found. A nice Edward hammered, also found with the E-Track. I love the E-Track, lads. You can. I mean, I probably would have liked the Deus. I'd have bought the Deus, but I don't think I'd have found these with the Deus after seeing my mate with this, because it did struggle a little bit on that mineralised soil, and that's the reason I bought the E-Trap, because I knew they were, after everything I'd read and everything that videos I'd seen, I just knew they were good on mineralised ground. So that is why I bought the E-Track, and I love it. And I only bought it for the bloody beach anyway. That it was going to be a beach for the beach, and I've only been on a beach once, and I found one little gold ring with it. I mean, I know I said the other day I've never had a gold ring with E-Track. Yeah, well I have, but I didn't count it because the wife has stole it. I thought I'll find gold rings by the dozen on the beach and then sell them. Well, I'm afraid that hasn't happened, because the wife has claimed it. But again, I'm not bothered. She's happy because she lets me out. So there you go. There's another. This is Elizabeth shilling. Elizabeth sixpence. Sorry. I've just been whizzing through these. There's another one. That was another one. These were found in the same field. That was found in a different field. There's two fields I go on that are producing hammered at the moment, and one of them produces more than the other, obviously. But Jed came on with us with both, and so have many other people. And there's only two other people I know that have actually been finding hammered with it. See, this is another thing. There's loads of other machines been on these fields, loads of different machines. How have they missed all these hammered? How have they missed them? It's got to be the machine. This is what I mean. It's got to be the machine. I have spent hours and hours and hours and days and months and years on these fields. That was a penny of Edward, right? Hours and hours and days and months. People seem to not understand this. This is what they can't get this, that broken one that I found in that corner of the field yesterday. Someone said it was a Richard II farthing. Could be a Richard II farthing on the forum, which would be nice. God, my head's pounding. Here's a nice penny. I like this penny. That's some good nick in it, that. When you think of that, that is complete in it. I was really ecstatic when I found that one. If you remember the video, it's been struck dead heavy, dead hard, because the cross comes through. I think, yeah, it does. Cross comes through on it. But brilliant, love it, love hammered coins, do love them. And this is another broken one I got from the same field. Which way around does that go, guys? Is it that way? I can't see at the moment. Does it matter? Are we bothered? No, we can see it, can't we? We can work it out. Yeah, so there's another one. Again from the same field. But this, my mates, all the guys, all the lads that I know with metal detectors have been all over these fields. They've been all over them. So why am I all of a sudden finding these? And I've had other lads on with me and they found them, but I've been finding them. It's got to be the E-track, it's got to be me and the E-track. It's either my technique or we just get on, we're just compatible. I'll put it down like that. No machine is better than any other machine, because I'm sure if they'd gone over these, they would have gone. They haven't been deep. They've only been 4 or 5 inches deep, but the soil is so mineralised. I don't know whether that's got anything to do with it. There's a nice little coin as well. I don't know what this is. Is this a Charles? Is that the Charles? I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know what that one is. I have been told this was a Henry. This is a Henry short cross. This has got to be one of my favourites. Mainly because it's the oldest. This is the oldest. I mean, look at that geezer there. Do you know what? He reminds me of, with his hairdo like that, Medusa. When I see that, I always think Medusa. With snake hair. You know what I mean? And if he stares at me that much longer, he's going to turn me into stone. Brilliant little coin, that. And again, it's only like as big as your fingernail. I love it, love it. And look at that then, right, that one that I found. Look how small that is. That is so small, and look how thin. Can you see how thin that is? That is so thin. It amazes me how any machine can find these. Here's a good one. Another Edward. Another one. That's another. God. I'll tell you what, I've got a few, haven't I? Yours is Elizabeth. Elizabeth I. Penny, I think it is. But again, the guys on the forums, or whoever's watching these videos, will let me know. There are dates on these as well. I should maybe hovering on the dates. Don't know if you can see that one. But there you go. Here's another broken one. That Nell Coyle's found me a few broken ones. 2 broken ones it's found me. When I say a few, I meant 2. But that's found me a couple of broken hammers, and that really small hammered. That was from the Nell. Yeah, nice coins. Oh, and a spindle wall. There we go. One with a little bit of a pattern on it. Yeah, I quite like them really. I know that it's only lead, but it's got a purpose on it. You know what I mean? Anything with a purpose is good. Right, now, for me other goodies, what about this for a gold ring? This I found with the Whites. The Whites XLT at a place called Cartmel. Now Cartmel has a big priory church at Cartmel. There's been all sorts found in Cartmel. But that is beautiful. I'll show you another ring that was found in Cartmel as well, and you're not going to believe this. Look at that seal ring. This is over 1 ounce of silver. This is over 1 ounce of silver, and it was found with, let me think, what did I find this with? I think this was found with the laser, I'm not sure. But what about that? A seal ring. That is beautiful. Not a clue what it's worth. No doubt someone will tell me what it's worth. See that little cross there? See that little cross on the top? That was so they knew which way to mark the seal. Do you know what I mean? Cross goes down like that, right? Mark the envelope, mark the wax, press it in the wax. I think that is brilliant, and God knows how they made it. Is it cast? Is it cast? Don't know. Am I bothered? No. Has it got a silver mark on it? No. Why? Because it's 16th, 17th, 16th, 15th, 16th century, that. from all accounts. Brilliant. I love it. It's not very good. There you go. I absolutely love that seal ring. One of my favourites. It was a nice bit of lead. This came from a place called Pennington. They had a rally not so long back there. Loon Valley had a rally there. I never went to it, like, because I've already done the spot. Already been round there, but this was found near the church. Is it a horse pendant? It's got a little hole in there. How did it go on someone's neck? It's plain on the outside, like, on the back. But it's got a nice little design on that, and it for lead. You know what I mean? A little bit of work gone in there. That was a nice find, and it wasn't that deep neither. That was found with that would have been found with the whites. Right, what else have we got? I have got a few hammered actually, but they are not from this area. Let me just have a look. Oh, I've got a little tin full of all sorts here. Well, I'll tell you one I did find in this area. This I did find in the area. I'll get it. This. I found this in the this area. And this was found on the beach side of Peel Castle. Peel Castle's on an island. Well, before you get to the island, it's Roe Island, but it was near Roe Island this came from. But it's very, very thin and very, very brittle. It started cracking there, look. But it's another nice coin. It's quite big as well, so I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a shilling. I don't know. So if anyone can tell me what that is, I too would be greatly happy again. Right. What else have we got? We got 2, 3. Now look at this. Right. This is. Actually, I might have found this up near. I found this up near. I found that in that field where all that heavy mineral was, because it was folded in half. Just as you come through the gate, that was. I've definitely found that one there. Is it milled? It looks like a milled coin, but this was found with the Goldmax. The Goldmax found this. It did. The Goldmax found it. But that's not a bad little coin, is it? It's quite thick as well. That's not a bad coin. I don't want to mix them up because I'm trying to keep my E-Track finds separate so that at the end of the year I can do a comparison, because I've been at this game since the 70s, right? Since the 70s. And it's only this past two or 3 years I've really started, 2 years I've really started finding hammered, and it's only been this past 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks that I've mega started finding hammered. There we go. Looks like a bit of rust on that one. Now, I read somewhere, or someone told me, that if you get a bit of rust on a coins, usually they've been in a hoard or something like that, because that's how they sort of decompose, you know, whatever. Don't know what that is. Don't know, but it looks quite a big coin. It's been well clipped, whatever it is. Is it another Lizzie? It's another Lizzie, isn't it? It's got a big face area on it. You can actually get nearly, you know, it's bigger than a sixpence. Definitely bigger than a sixpence, that middle area there. See that flam bit? Look how big that flam bit is to that flam bit. That's big. So what would that have been? Sixpence maybe? Yeah, possibly. Right, that's some gun money. I think it's gun money. Yes, it is gun money. I found a few of them, got them at Cartmel. Got some more of them. Oh, he's better nick ones. Here are some better nick ones. There you go. That's better nick. On better condition. Yeah, quite like these. They're quite nice coins. Come up quite nice, that. There's a broken one. Dave and his broken coins. I love my broken coins. Not. That was found when I was on about Flamborough. Is it Flamborough, Bridleton, that area? That is where that little beauty come from. Now that is small. What is it? Anyone tell me what that is? Can you tell me? Flamber, I'm sure. Flam. Come on. Get focus, baby. Focus. No, not going to focus for you, is it? Maybe if I put it in my hand properly. There you go. That's better. Give it something to focus on. That is minute. Or your newt. Let's have a look at that. See that? That is so small. That's got to be my smallest hammer ever. That's nearly almost complete. Here we go, is another hammered. This one came from, I think this one came on a rally with Loon Valley. Is it, what do they call the place? Burton? Burton, could be Burton. Halton, not Burton. There's a ton on the end anyway. But I thought that was a really nice find on the day. That was a cracking find on the day, that. And here we have another hammered. What's this one say? This one, don't know. My fine liaison officers put these in, but the thing is though, I've mixed them up because I'm not bothered really who they are. I'm just bothered that it's you know, a hammered coin, and I'm quite happy, and I can't get the flaming thing out now. What does that say on there? What's that? Edward Summit. Edward, oh, it's upside bloody down. There we go. London, Richard II. Oh, sorry, it's a Richard II. There you go. There's a Richard II. Now I always think they're Edward. I probably got quite a few of these Richard II type coins that I think are Edward. But there you go. But I'll have a mix them up, don't I? Yeah, there's another one. There's another. I'll say my fine liaison officer, I've given her all of these things to have a look at. What's that one? That's an Edward. Edward something or other class 10, blah de blah de blah de blah. Edward first, is it? I don't know. But it's nice. And then we have the usual, a quarter belt. That came from a Kendal Club rally. I like these. Still got the P in. Hear that? Very nice. Probably smash it when I'm doing that. I am clumsy. Pastry jigger. A complete pastry jigger, by the way. This is what I made the pies and that with. Brilliant. Another nice find. A complete one. Hard to come by. Out of the ground. Usually bent, twisted, broken. Usually get that bit. Usually get that. And everyone thinks they're a spur, and they're not. It's a pastry jigger. Simple as. What else have we got? Found this down the Hags Fields. In fact, that came off the footpath many moons ago. That'd have been with a laser. Well, yeah. Don't know what that is. Found a ring. Now, don't know if this is Roman. Could be Roman. Might not be Roman. Am I bothered? No. But this came from up the coast. I can't remember the name of the place because it was Working, up near Working somewhere. It was a little village right near Working. But I don't know whether that's Roman. But I'm sure someone will be able to tell me if it is or it isn't. But it looks old. Yeah. I like that. It's a bit of, I like them sort of things. Bit of old pot. It's bronze and it's a bit of pot. I thought this was a child's finger ring, but looking at it more closely, it looks a bit more now like maybe it's off a walking stick, but it's bronze, so it might not be. And my fine liaison officer doesn't seem to know what it is either. And to tell you the truth, on the night I don't think she was that interested, because there was a lot of other really, really nice things on show, so she sort of just give it a quick glance and then put it to one side. So I'm not bothered though. It doesn't bother me, not in the least, because to me it's what I make it. So at the moment it's a Viking or a nose ring. that's what it is today, a Viking nose ring. Now, here's a couple more rings. That one came down from the axe. That's probably a courting couple that have had a fallout, because that came near an old seat. Let me get it in my hand so you can see it properly. That came from an old seat. Look how thin that is. That was found with the gold marks, believe it or not. Nice little, is it, what do you call it, morning ring? Victorian probably. This very fancy silver ring, it's got some really nice fancy decoration on it, was found on the beach many moons ago with, what did they have on the beach then? That would have been the whites. That would have been the whites. The Spectrum XLT, whatever it is. I didn't mind that machine, that was alright. It did find one or two nice things, that thing, but the thing is, it loves coke. There's another little, don't know what that is either. But that also, believe it or not, was found at Brilliant area, because that was found with that other one, that other small one. I found them both on a little, on the rally, on a plough field, and it was like a little bump in the field. I just went straight for it and I was doing the side of that. Anyway, every man and his dog come over in the end, and there was quite a few found, but I got the two smallest ones out of it. I didn't find any bigger than them, like, but they're small, aren't they? They are small. And what do we have here? We have these tokens. I've got two of these. In fact, I've got others somewhere as well. They're like lead tokens. I did have one with REX something or other on the back. There it is. Now what is that? Can anyone explain to me what that is? Rick, God, my head is pounding. I've not a clue what that is. It looks like that runic writing. Is that runic writing? Does it go that way? Does it go that way? If anybody can tell me what that is, I'll be very appreciative again. There you go. I'm sorry, but I haven't got a few people who are like, oh, there's that threepence. There you go. There's a silver threepence. There is a silver threepence of Victoria. I knew I had one. I've got more than that somewhere. I've got more somewhere. I've got stuff all over the place. That's been out a few years now, hasn't it? So, but it's everywhere. My missus is playing now because I've got buckets of shit all over the spot. There you go. Nice silver threepence. Which nice little coin. There's a small coin. That was found with the Laser B3. I like this as well. I love these. These Gothic florins. They are absolutely beautiful. Look at the back of this. Look at that. They are a beautiful coin. I love the oldie worldy writing. Absolutely love that oldie worldy writing. I love the way the coin goes dark with the time, with the silver. But look at that. That is a beautiful coin. And well, that's one of my favourites. Got to be one of my favourites. And as we come to a close, we have another mystery item. If anybody can tell me what this is, right, I really would like to know what this is. Now, this has come right close to a place in Earswick. It's a 9th century church. Right, 9th century church. I would love to know if anybody could tell me what this is. Is it Roman? Is it 9th century? Is it Viking? Is it Saxon? Or am I just like dreaming again? And is it just another pre-1960s Coke can pull tab? Is it a ball top? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but that must have been some hinged device, is it? Did it move up and down like that? Or, if you see that there, was that some type of hinge device? It looks like it looks like a watch, doesn't it, that bit? You know that, the end of a watch where your strap goes onto the watch? That's what that looks like. But, if anybody can help me with that, again, I would be most appreciative. So, folks, there is my, good things. I've also got a gold half noble, but I've got that down at my mum's. I've let my mum look after that because it's a really special coin to me, that gold half noble. I really like it. And it was a time before Treasure Trove. I went down, took it to the coroner, he took it off us, and then he gave us it back 3 weeks later. They didn't take me off me, they gave me it. So I went down to the farmer, seen the farmer, told him all about it. He was happy as Larry, went and got it valued, found out how much it was worth, and I went down with half the money and give him it. Because I said to him, I don't want to sell this, mate, because the chances of me finding another one of these is going to be astronomical. So I'm not just a pretty face, am I? I use my brain as well. So I sold it to him. And at the time when I found that, with the whites, up on a hillside near Erswick, it was valued at 500 and something pound. 600 and something pound, because I give him 300 and something quid. So we got 300 and something pound out of it, and I got the coin. Now the book price now, for all that are interested, which I know many will be, is around about 1500 quid, so that was a good investment. And I ain't selling it. My kids will end up with that, and as soon as I go, they will sell it. So that's my collection, folks. I'm sorry it's been a long video, but I just wanted to show you one or two of my good bits. Well, I'm trying to get rid of this stupid headache, because I definitely won't be able to go out detecting if my head is pounding like this. There's no hallmark on this ring, neither, by the way, but it's definitely gold, and it is heavy. It's really heavy. Now whether it's pure gold or not, I don't know, but my God, it's heavy. It is. I don't know how heavy, because I've got no scales, except the ones that you weigh bodies on. And I don't think this is heavy enough to be weighed on them. Right, so that's me with my bad head over and done with. I'd just like to show you that. I just thought you might like to see some of the stuff that I've found. Now don't forget, right, it's not all good stuff. People will see this and think, oh God, you find loads of brilliant stuff all the time. No, you don't. You don't. Most of this is over a period of since the 70s, right? And this means going out in the rain, the snow, up to your ankle, up to your knees in mud. Do you know what I mean? It's not just, and there's a lot of research as well. People just think, I know, I'll go and ask that farmer, go on that field. Don't they? Don't they? They do. And then when they get on the field, they're moaning like hell. They've just bought a brand new machine that's cost X amount of money, and they're finding nothing but like bullet ends, and you know what I mean. And they start moaning and whinging, and then the next minute they're not out with the metal detector again, ever. What a waste! A complete waste, and that winds me up so much. Why do people do that? Anyway, can you tell I'm not so good? My head is pounding. Well, I better get this edited now, in the dark, I think. I'll get this edited and let you all see what I've been finding, and I hope you enjoyed the little things that I've found. And you too can find stuff like this if you do your research and you're patient, and you've got, you know, any machine that finds these smaller ones, though, I must admit, you're cheap Maplin or, you know, any cheap detector, I think would definitely struggle to find them really small coins, without a doubt. Do you know what I mean? You need something with a bit of sensitivity. You need a decent machine. Me personally, I don't think I'd buy any machine under 250 to 300 quid. I wouldn't buy a machine under, because I don't know, I wouldn't have faith in it. It's not a case of, oh, the more you pay the better it is. It's not that. It's just that I just don't think them sort of machines can pick these up at the same type of depth as the any machine costing over £300, £250. I don't think I've not come across one that has. If anyone has got one that'll do it, let me know, because I'll get my lad into it. I'll get him one, knowing that he can find that sort of thing. You know what I mean? You've got to trust. You've got to trust your machine. You really have got to trust your machine. And understand what it's telling you. That's why I like what I've got. And I'm not going to go on and on about it all the time, because people who have the Deus and all these other machines are going to be getting wound up, and I don't want that. That's not what it's all about. I like my machine and they like their machine. Everyone likes their machines because it's finding them what they want it to find them, right? And that's the main thing, besides enjoying yourself. The main thing about this hobby is enjoyment. It's fun. It's not a bloody competition to see who's got best what, this, that and the other. Jesus Christ. If it was going to be like, if I thought it was like that, I've got the best this, that and the other, I wouldn't bother going on the forums, and I just wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother with inviting people up. I wouldn't have invited Jed up anyway. I wouldn't invite a lot of people up that would all these, oh, my machine's better than yours. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I know I keep going on about it, so it sounds as though it does bother me. Anyway, signing off now. I'm going to put all my stuff away. I've gone and put everything together like a knob, and I want to keep them separate. It's alright, I've got to play it back on the video and find out what's what more. Okay folks, thanks for watching. Bye for now.